My wife's friends voted, treat him like he's invisible for a month, see if he gets the message. Week 2, she came home to find all my things gone and a note on the counter, invisible means gone. Her frantic calls started at 11 p.m. I found their group chat by accident, left my laptop bag in her car, saw her phone lighting up with notifications. The group was called Brunch Squad. I shouldn't have looked, but after 2 weeks of her walking past me like I was furniture, I was desperate. What I found destroyed me. Heather. So, how's the invisible man experiment going, Callie? OMG, it's working perfectly. He's like a lost puppy. Marcy, I still can't believe you're actually doing this. Heather. It's simple psychology. Treat someone like they're invisible long enough, they start to believe it. Makes them easier to control during divorce. Callie. Exactly. By the time I file, he'll be so broken down, he'll sign whatever I put in front of him. My hands were shaking. I took screenshots of everything and sent them to myself. The texts got worse. Callie bragging about hiding my coffee maker in the basement, laughing about how I'd made coffee with tap water that morning. Vera asking how much longer she'd keep it up. Callie's response, another week or two. Then I hit him with divorce papers and a sob story. He'll be so desperate for attention, he'll agree to anything. I get the house, the cars, half his 401k, all of it. Heather. And he won't even fight because he's weak. That word, weak, it burned into my brain. I'm a former Army communications specialist. I spent 8 years learning how to plan operations, assess threats, and execute missions. They thought I was weak because I trusted my wife. They had no idea who they were dealing with. I called in sick the next day, drove to the bank and opened a new account at a different institution. Transferred exactly half our joint savings, $43,000. My legal right as a joint account holder. Left enough for 2 months of mortgage. Then I found a lawyer, not some fancy downtown firm, a scrappy solo practitioner who specialized in men's divorce rights, Rebecca Santos. Her tagline, when she takes the gloves off, we take them off too. I showed Rebecca the screenshots. Holy hell, she said. Your wife just documented her own psychological abuse. This is admissible evidence of premeditated fraud. Can we use it? We can destroy her with it. That afternoon, I rented a storage unit and started packing. Not everything. That would be too obvious. Just the things that mattered. My tools, my books, the expensive espresso machine she'd bought for the kitchen. But I also took things I knew would mess with her head. The throw pillow she spent weeks picking out, the living room rug, one nightstand from our bedroom. I left notes where the coffee maker had been. Invisible people don't drink coffee. In the garage, I blocked her precious Lexus with lawnmowers and storage boxes. Left a note on the windshield, invisible parking job. Then I drove to my new apartment, a loft downtown she would have hated, and didn't come home. Her text started around 10 p.m. What did you do to the garage? Jamie, this isn't funny. I know you're getting these. Answer me. I turned off my phone. For 2 weeks, I was a ghost. Her friends started calling from different numbers. Heather, Marcy, even her mother, all trying to guilt me into responding. Week 3, I finally answered one call. Jamie, thank God, I filed for divorce this morning. I said, my lawyer has screenshots of your group chat. Every text about the invisible treatment, every message about manipulating me, all of it. Silence. You're lying. Am I? Ask Heather about simple psychology and making me easier to control. Ask yourself why you called me weak. I hung up. The legal proceedings moved fast. Rebecca presented the evidence to the judge. Text messages proving premeditated psychological manipulation, conspiracy to commit fraud, and asset concealment. But we found more. Callie had been transferring money to secret accounts, buying expensive jewelry and hiding it at her mother's house. She'd even prepaid for a year of gym memberships and car insurance to hide assets. Total hidden, $68,000. The judge was not sympathetic. Mrs. Forsyth, he said, looking at her over his glasses, I've been doing this for 23 years. This is the most calculated case of marital fraud I've seen. She got 30% of marital assets. I got 70%, plus attorney's fees, plus punitive damages. But the real justice came later. Her company's HR department saw the texts. The head of HR bragging about psychological manipulation tactics. She was fired for creating a hostile work environment and ethical violations. Heather's facing fraud charges for helping hide assets. Her PR firm dropped her. Last week, I ran into Callie at the grocery store. She was reaching for cereal on the top shelf, struggling. I stood 3 feet away, watching. She turned, looked right at me, and her face went pale. For 5 seconds, we just stared at each other. Then I smiled, grabbed my cart, and walked past her like she wasn't even there. Funny how that works.